give it to them. Hey, give it to them. Come on, hey, give it to them.
Welcome to the latest episode of Men of a Certain Age, and this is a
give it to them. Give it to them. Hey, give it to them. Come on, hey, give it to them.
Welcome into Give It to Them Friday. I am Les, and I've got my main man with me, Panero P Double P. How you feeling today?
Peace. Listen, we had a little weather here in the town. Just a little bit of weather, a little precipitation, a little bit. So people on the 33, learn how to drive, man. Don't act like y'all been here before, man. We had like 6 accidents the other day, man, in a row.
Put your blinker on too,
Put
man.
the point on, man.
Don't just be getting over just to be getting over, man.
Come on, man. Get some Rain X if your blades don't work, man.
Man, that's exactly. And we're gonna
give it to them. Give it to them. Hey, give it to them. Come on, give it to them.
Again, thanks again for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe down low, and comment down low. So it is just Ace Deuce today. We were riding Ace Deuce. Josie Kid is in parts unknown right now, and if he shows up, he will show up, and if he does, he'll get in where he fits in. But
yes,
we're
sir.
going to go ahead and continue the show because we were off last week because of some technical difficulties, and it wasn't because of driving or nothing like that. It was because of the system here. So, man, also the last time we had a Give It to Them Friday, man, me being the host, I was remiss not saying and giving a shout out to, man, Mark the 45 King, man.
Word.
Shout out to Mark the 45 King, man.
Shout out.
Rest in peace, man. I like to give him a rest in peace shout out, man, because again, this is the 50th year of hip hop, and we celebrating it all year long. And if everybody doesn't know who Mark the 45 King is, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know what the beat is, and y'all gonna know what the beat is once I let it go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play this little bit of music, and you let me know if you recognize this or not.
Mark.
So yeah, that is Mark the 45 King. That is one of the classic beats that he bestowed upon us in the hip hop culture. You know, he was also super influential with the Flavor Unit, Queen Latifah. He did a lot of production for the Queen early stages in her career, man. So shout out, man, to Mark the 45 King. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
You know, we're thinking about you, and we'll always hold you close to our hearts here at Men of a Certain Age. You know, so we're gonna go ahead and keep moving with.
Give it to them. Give it to them. Give it to them. Hey, give it to them. Come on, give it to them.
All right, so P, you know what it is, man. It's Men of a Certain Age. We are for the culture. We're about the culture and nothing but the culture. So the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of things that have come across my timeline, Lord. And this particular clip came across my line. It was from My Expert Opinion. This is from Math Hoffa and the boys, you know, on My Expert Opinion. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that and come back.
My disdain is not for the culture of anything. I believe all cultures grow and change. My disdain is for artists who are not artists, who are in it to be famous and who are in it to clout chase and who are in it for money. Not mad at none of that, but you're in the way of actual artists who are here to make art and curate fly shit. And I'm a proponent of them. I like them. I fuck with them. That's the gate I guard. So if you're here just for the money and the clout and the flash, or because chicks wouldn't fuck you when you were broke and not famous, and this is the only way you can get a girl, you're annoying me. because you're flooding my inbox with shit that's complete nonsense. You know it and I know it. If there was no money in rap, you wouldn't do it. If chicks didn't like rappers, you wouldn't do it. If it wasn't for fashion, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't give a fuck about none of that stuff. And you're in the way of the guys who actually want to make fly shit. So I need you to get the fuck out the way. And garbage still stinks no matter how fresh it is. So I don't really care what the age is. I know an artist when I see one.
Oh, boom. That was the first thing I wanted to share with you. This off of piggyback off of that, we're gonna go into Van Lathan. Okay. All right. So check Van out and what Van had to say in something similar. All right, here we go.
On this kid's parents, I don't judge y'all for what y'all feel like y'all have to do. I'm not trying to judge anybody morally, but for victimizing this kid, for victimizing this child, and dumping some of the worst garbage that currently exists into his head, you should all be ashamed of yourself. I say that unequivocally. You should all be ashamed of yourself for not giving this child the opportunity at a life that's more than if she ain't sucking dick, bitch, get the fuck up off my skin, 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take a fucker down. Represent the worst of us. Unequivocally, you represent the worst of us for grooming this child to be a monster and a criminal. Talking about get his dick sucked in here, sexualized at 9 years old, right? And criminalized at 9 years old. This is wrong. Shame.
All right, so that's Van. Now that's another take similar to what my man was talking about there in the barbershop with Math. So from piggybacking off of Van talking about the young boy rhyming, then we're gonna go over to Michael Irvin talking about his son, who is now a rapper. Let's check out the Playmaker.
My son raps. His name is Tut Tarantino.
Wait, what?
My son, right?
What's his name?
He raps under Tut Tarantino. His real name is Elijah Irvin.
Okay.
But listen, get this out. I swear, if you go on iTunes and listen to him, he raps about some of the hardest stuff in the world.
There's money on me, I think I'm with a Fargo. Benjamin Franklin, Grant Jackson. These niggas said they get money, they cap it. Little bitch, I have it way more than the average.
I say to him, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot gated community home. How did you rap this stuff? Where does this stuff come from? You know what I mean?
Your son is using your childhood to rap about.
Oh my God, right. I worked hard to get you out of this, and you rapping right back.
Catch me a meal, I'm still gonna be hungry. Still in the streets, still making that money. I don't want death, these niggas so funny. No, I can't hear shit, just on the cup.
What is going on?
So that's what the Playmaker had to say. This last thing is from Jay-Z. And Jay-Z is like, you remember, well, obviously we don't remember because we wasn't around when it was called this. It was called Muhammad Speaks before it was the final call. So it's like it's like Jay-Z speaks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play I don't know if you saw it. He sat down and did an interview with Gayle King. Did you see the interview with Gayle King? So it's a little piece of it that I'm gonna share, and it's interesting due to the fact of what he says, and it coincides with everything that we just went through right here.
Bro, you know what I saw, Fro? I saw her asking the question about having dinner with him or the money.
Right.
That's one part I saw. Yeah.
But that's not in this clip that we're gonna go into. But let's go ahead and jump into this clip, and we'll see what it does. See,
Is there a part of you that thinks it's time for me to get back in the studio, or you're in no rush to do that? Or are you waiting till the time is right for you?
Yeah, I think,
because we can't use the word retirement for you.
Yeah. No, I already did that. I can't do that ever again. I would say I want to make music, but it has to be something important. I don't want to just make a bunch of tunes. That's not going to serve me. It's not going to. It won't feed me. First of all.
What does feed you? What feeds you?
I have to be saying something important. It has to mean something. You know, it has to mean something to a larger society. Like 444, for example, it was a personal story,
Yeah.
But the amount of vulnerability in there allowed for a lot of people to explore the space.
When you sit here, you know, the one question everybody has is there a part of you that thinks it's time for me to get back in the studio, or you're in no rush to do that, or are you waiting till the time is right for you?
Yeah, I think,
because we can't use the word retirement for you.
Yeah. No, I already did that. I can't do that again. I would say I want to make music, but it has to be something important. I don't want to just make a bunch of tunes. That's not going to serve me. It's not going to. It won't feed me. First of all,
what does feed you? What feeds you?
I have to be saying something important. It has to mean something. You know, it has to mean something to a larger society. Like 444, for example, was a personal story.
Yeah.
But the amount of vulnerability in there allowed for a lot of people to explore the space.
So yeah, Lord, we got to go through that twice.
Right.
So let me get my shit off first.
Okay.
Let me take my shit off of here, and then you can get yours. And sucker think he good.
Like you think he could beat whoop me, huh?
Hey boy, the nigga whole style is
chump.
So yeah, man. Shout out to Jay-Z, man, for speaking up. But when I saw that, you know, along with everything that I just showed, you know, with the Van Lathan, with the young boy, your man from Math Show talking about, you know, the commercial DJ, you know, shout to West Side Guns for being in the shop. That was during his episode that this whole topic came about. Jay, there's plenty for you to say, my boy. You know, this is the time for you to come out and set some things straight about the industry and the culture. You know, you wanted to say, you know, it has to be something important. Well, it's important for you to come up and stand up right now and say, man, take a look around. And I don't need my young queens coming up screaming about pussy stank and you know, it can be that, but it can also be some uplifting type stuff or some storytelling type stuff. Yeah, your storytell can have some sexual innuendo in it. It's nothing wrong with it, but the song don't have to be sex. You know, just like the young boy sitting up there with that Van show. You know, this little young boy, he ain't writing that. Somebody is telling him that and giving him that to rhyme about. You know, and like Van said, they are creating a young derelict.
Right.
You know, because he's not gonna have no other choice but to be hardcore because this is who you are at 9. You know what I'm saying? So you know, when I see that also, Lord, there's another clip.
Okay.
I played the Jay-Z first, but I want to play this clip before you go in.
Okay.
Heart and Self. Powerful statement here.
Love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I love you too much not to be honest with you. Are you the face of prison reform? Because are you the face of prison reform? Or are you sitting here on your new song with Ross talking about getting somebody murked and shot at the red light? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it, bro? Because I did a shoe giveaway in my city and gave out 1,300 pairs of your shoes because they said reform underneath them. And I love that you partnered with a major shoe company and you out here pushing prison reform. But now I got to sit here like, man, this man glorifying getting people killed as of a week ago. Like, what are you doing, bro? Lil Snoop really got killed. That broke your heart. You wear him around your neck. Why are you glorifying the same thing when my best friend got killed? When Carl got killed, New Orleans know who I'm talking about. When Carl got killed, and I had to go to his funeral and read the eulogy and be part of the funeral, and I got back in my car, Sway, after the funeral, and I turned on my music, and I realized I'm listening to music that's glorifying the same stuff that just happened to my best friend. It gave me chills, and I needed that moment. That was my come to Jesus moment of like, D, you got to do something different, brother, because you have a taste for this poison, but you're attracted to the poison. And rap is great. The rap game, hip hop industry is great at cooking up some delicious poison. I don't call you out because I got a problem with you, man. Like, I wish we could go get lunch right now, me and any of them. I love you too much to not be honest with you.
There you go.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
And so if anybody feel bad about being called out, it's like, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about it and let's just figure out what we can do better. But at the end of the day, guess what's not changing? The word of God ain't changing.
Okay.
There's death and life in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18 and 21. That's not changing. And trying with this foolish argument that it's just entertainment. This ain't real. How many more people got to die in the hood, man? How many people at the end of the day lives got to get ruined and poisoned? And how many rappers got to get killed for us to be like, come on, man, when it's hip hop, it's a whole culture and it's implied that this is autobiographical and this is nonfiction tales that people are telling. How much does that have to happen? So don't hit me with that. People just don't want to confront the reality of this stuff, man.
Shout to D1, man. That's D1, man. The young god out of NO, man. You know that came across my IG. You know, Sway. I follow Sway. Shout to Sway for putting him on, man. And the young god spoke truth right there, Lord.
Thank you, fam. I appreciated that. My whole take on it. You know how I feel. I'm a man of a certain age, and I feel like the elements are missing. The DJing, shout out to DJ Shay, you know, the MCing, the breakdancing, the graffiti art. You know, people don't realize that there's literature in theater in hip hop. That's an element. You know what I'm saying? Like you combining the elements through poetry and stories. People don't understand this also, Fro. Knowledge itself is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? People say, you know, I'm standing in my b-boy stance. The people don't realize that's from Clarence 13X when you're standing with your arms folded and your feet in a 90-degree angle. You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop.
On your square.
Come on, your square. People are taking, like the first guy said on Math Hoffa, it's irritating because the money, this is where me and Josie, I hope he pops in. This is where we butt heads. The money is taking over the actual art of it. You know what I'm saying? Where's the art? If you're doing it for just money, then you're interrupting the art. Now, when it comes to Hov, he's saying that, you know, he's not gonna, it has to be something important. Like you said, Fro, this is important. The culture is fading away.
Teetering on being gone.
It's ridiculous. And I compare it to, this might be an analogy. I compare it to American basketball. Like we played basketball because it was cheap. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to buy equipment. You just need a ball and a goal. You know what I'm saying? And the poorest of people played it, and we got to an area where we can make money doing it. Some of us got to the NBA, and then you get there and you get the money, and then you forget how you got there.
Right.
Now hip hop is global, meaning there's people in Palestine that are rapping about their tragedy from their heart. Has
right.
nothing to do with money.
Right.
And that's art, you know, and they love it more than we do here. Well, not men of a certain age, but, you know, the generations, you know, that are above us, they don't realize it comes from here first. You know what I'm saying? You can get the money. You can, like you said, you can have, you don't talk sex, but there has to be more than that. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a plethora of different ideas coming together. And all we're getting is the negative. Like that young man hasn't experienced anything that he's talking about. But somebody wrote that for him and they're creating a monster. It's just horrible, man. You like Michael Irvin said, you grew up behind the gated community. You ain't never experienced what I experienced.
Right.
So why are you glorifying it? I
Right.
pulled you out of that.
Right.
You know, so talk
I
about
sacrificed.
what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Talk about what your life is like now, because that's interesting to other people.
Right.
You know? But again, the record companies and the people that own the powers that be, they're not gonna push that. You know
And just like your man D1 Music said, man, he said they cooking up poison. They cooking up the poison and they serving it, you know, and people was drinking it like it's water, Lord. They drinking it down.
Man. And like I like what he said, you know, I love you enough to be honest. So come talk to me. Come talk to me. I'm not trying to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get an understanding and let you know, man, it's bigger than what you talk about. You know what I mean? You trying to have reform, and then you talking about wetting up Johnny at the stoplight. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. How are we supposed to take you serious? And then also, Lord, as you were talking about, I'm gonna put this up from one of the younger generations. Check this out. Offset says hip hop's numbers are down because everything is the same. Are you talking about Never Lied?
I mean, come on. There's no variety at all. And there's a variety of us. We have a variety of stories. You know what I'm saying? So why it's all the same? Because everybody's chasing that same buck, that same bag. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got to say what he said because he got the bag. How about be original? You know what I'm saying? Put some art in your life. You know what I'm saying? In your music.
And when I saw it, it heartened me because it's going to take for them to realize, you know, this is trash.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I putting out some trash and then going to peddle it like it's the greatest thing ever, man? Shout to the Offset, man, for speaking up and setting the record straight. You know, it would be good if everybody didn't sound the same. Right. You know, it would be extremely good for that to happen, you know, but we're going to keep it moving on this, give it to them Friday. We're going to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah, Lord, as we continue on, you know, it's always my TL, my timeline is fire. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of pop culture comes across my TL. So I'm going to share this next thing with you that came across my TL in the last couple of weeks or so. And this is this one right here. Matter of fact, it's this one right here. And it's 26 places that the sisters say that you should not take them to on a first date. So let's
give it to them. Give it to them. Hey, give it to them. Come on, hey, give it to them.
So let's analyze the list. So first of all, how Cheesecake Factory. First of all, Mama, we go into the Cheesecake Factory. First of all, you think about the Cheesecake Factory, you got the ambiance first and foremost. It's off in the cut, you know, it's dimly lit. You know what I mean? It's jive kind of, you like I said, it's off in the cut, it's dimly lit. You know, you got the ambiance, and then you get the menu. The menu is like the Bible. It's so thick. You know what I'm saying? How I don't know. The cheese, when I first saw the Cheesecake Factory at number 1, I'm like, come on. So
well, you know, because of that one, because of the joint that went viral with the female,
right?
Woman,
yeah.
Who, you know, that's why that's number 1, because she didn't went viral.
And she should have got flamed. And my man was right by putting that joint in reverse and was like, yo, we was gonna go to the fancy joint, but you late.
You an hour late. Yeah.
And then you gonna trip because we going to the cheesecake joint? Come on. Right. So we're gonna keep it moving. Applebee's, Chili's, Chilope. have you ever had? I know you a vegetarian. Have you ever had chilope before? Am I
I've
even saying it right?
Chipotle, yeah, I've taken the wife there, and she said it was okay. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I'm not, because there's nothing really there that I can eat. You know.
So Olive Garden, the movies. Now, how is a first date at the movies a bad? How is that a no go?
Because these women are delusional, fam. You know, and they're living off of what they see on the internet. Like, come on, man. It's I don't know.
A no go to the movies? That's like every dude's first jump off is to the show.
Yeah.
At least it was in our era. And let me
That's
speak
what
for
we
myself.
do. Yeah. Go see a movie. You know what I'm saying? Go hang out. It's the first date.
Right.
I'm not courting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not proposing.
We not going. I can't. We can't go to the show.
Right.
Your house. We can't. You can't come through and pop a bottle of wine. Have a meal. Any fast food.
Yeah.
Any fast food chains. Buffalo Wild Wings is a no. Wingstop, Red Lobster.
How you can't take a broad to the Red Lobster?
I don't know where they eating at. Where are they trying to eat at? Ruth Chris?
Yes.
That's it?
That's where they trying to go. The Ruth Chris or the Salvatore's Italian Gardens or something.
Man, listen.
I don't know what's going on.
A buffet? Come on, man. We're gonna go to the buffet. We're gonna eat good.
And we're gonna sit there and eat again.
Exactly. We're gonna have a great conversation, burp, and go back and
right.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, we're gonna really see what you about, because at that buffet, you either gonna be all in or you gonna sit up there and try to just eat salad.
Act like you only eat salads.
So yeah, man, this list is incredible.
One thing I do agree with is the gym. Why am I taking you to the gym with me? You gonna pass me the ball while I'm shooting or what? What's going on?
Listen, let me just say this. We as brothers, and I'm gonna say you and I both have done a great job of our wisdoms, you know what I'm saying? But brothers need to do a better job of vetting.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because this next one, let me share my screen with you on this next one. And this next one is somebody you know. For real. And he's no ordinary. You know what I'm saying? So here we go.
And all these years, the disrespect that comes with it, if you couldn't even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up. Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course, I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yo, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
you knew
solution.
You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
I would never have to go back to anything like this again.
Beforehand, but
unfortunately,
no.
That's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
Hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keith, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out.
All right, then, but now, okay.
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so?
No ordinary Joe, fam.
Joe, she got to go.
Dude, period. That's bottom line. That's what it is.
I mean, like I said, we as black men, we have to do a better job vetting our women, man. I mean, how do you wake up one morning and find out that your wife has got the OnlyFans going on, regardless if things is tough? I mean, when you took your vows, it says through Richard
Right.
and Flora, does it not say that?
Yeah, better or worse.
I mean, I can understand if we not making ends meet. I mean, you could have just at the table been like, baby or honey or boo, whatever you call me. You could have approached me with that. You think?
Well, she knew that if she came to him with it, he wasn't gonna obviously he wasn't gonna approve of it, So she did it behind his back, which is a violation of their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and talk to me and let me know. Let's figure out what we're gonna do together. You're gonna go and do this behind my back, then you're gonna put me on live, knowing you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's just straight disrespect. It's extremely disrespectful.
And like you said, after that, after me finding out, then you're gonna stream me live.
Hey, come on, man.
So that if I don't condone any violence, just in case something was to go crazy,
right.
You got us on camera.
Exactly.
So I mean, obviously she said that she used to be on the pole. That's where,
to your point.
Right.
Pick better, bro.
Yeah, you got to do a better job of vetting your women out, if because that's a lot of stuff, and I don't wish that on nobody. So we're gonna keep it moving. Shout out to Joe Smith and Mrs. Smith. This last one, man, and again, I love my sisters, man. Nothing in this world is more beautiful than a black woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all hard as hell on a brother, man. and this next one is another episode of the sisters, man, just doing too much. So I'm gonna share this one with you, Lord, and then we're gonna react to it. So yeah, here's another one, another sister putting her man on blast on the internet. So here we go with this one. Get a load of this one here, Lord. Unbelievable.
Trying, look at him. Look at it's our first trip together. Hey, everybody in first class. I thought he was getting us first class tickets, but he lied. Well, we all the way at 30, ain't we? But at least it's our first trip. He trying. Look at him. Look at y'all in first class. Oh, it must be nice. Look at y'all separate. They gave y'all water already. It's our first trip together. Hey, everybody in first class. I thought he was getting us first class tickets, but he lied. Well, we all the way at 30, ain't we? But at least it's our first trip. He trying. Look at him. Look at y'all in first class. Oh, it must be nice. Look at y'all separate. They gave y'all water already. It's our
See, hell to the no, Bobby. Hell to the no. Come on, man. Go ahead.
It's just ungrateful, disrespectful. And of course, you know how I am. If that was me, that would have been the end of the trip right there. How about you go by yourself then? I ain't gonna put up with that. What do you do after she puts that on, does that to you on the plane? How do you sit next to her? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I ain't the one. You ain't gonna play me like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my best to take you somewhere. You complaining about it's not first class?
Wow, that's what I say, man. You gotta, fellas, we gotta do a better job of vetting our women, man, because you have to know her to go on a trip with her, to take her, because it looks like you foot the bill, because she's saying, look at you bought, and it's like, yo, all I'm asking you to do is to come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what I get. I can't do nothing but
she doing this for the sole purpose of trolling, or is she doing it, because that's how she really feel? Either way, it's disrespectful. So, go by yourself.
For me, this better been a bit, a comedy bit or something for their YouTube channel, because you're not gonna just play me like that.
Even if it is, it's still disrespectful.
I mean, if it's they both in on it, I get it.
That's
but
something.
But if we done went to the TSA and took our shoestrings and our belt and all of that off, and then we getting on the plane, and then you gonna pull your Jane out and start talking crazy about me in front of people I don't know, and they participating like it's
They're
we in the
laughing.
studio.
They clowning too. Come on,
Right,
man.
like we in a studio audience for Seinfeld or some shit. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. No, thank you.
But at the end of the day, I love my sisters, man.
Yeah, we love y'all, man. But man, treat us right, man. We gonna treat you right. You treat us right, we treat you right, man.
Man, one hand washes the other, man. This has been the latest of So this was a Ace Deuce show with me and Panero, man. Again, Josie's is in parts unknown. Hopefully he'll show up again the next episode. If not, it will be Ace Deuce again, like Starsky and Hutch or Sparsky and Dutch. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
PW, you got anything to say before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, real short. We're men of a certain age. We represent the culture. I just want these nieces and nephews to know I met hip hop once. We've been best friends ever since, man. Peace.
And again, as long as the love and the trust is there, we gonna grow. And DJ Shay forever, man.
Ever.
One love.
Peace, man.